Hello, hello. I went to the Dollar Tree the other day and did a Dollar Tree haul. I bought some books and I want to share a couple of those with you. I think I have 5 of those books I want to share with you. And I've not read them. I don't know the authors. I'm not familiar with the authors. But I'm going to read from the blurb or the backdrop or the back cover of the book and kind of give you some information about them. The first one is Graham Simpson. I had to Google how to say his name, and I think it's Graham Simpson. The name of this book is The Best of Adam Sharp. This book, I'm going to read straight from the cover because it was really, really interesting. At the Dollar Tree, it caught my attention. Adam Sharp's piano playing led him into a passionate relationship with Angelina Brown, an intelligent, strong-willed actress. They had a chance at something more, but Adam chose not to. Now Adam has the life he planned for himself. He's happy with his partner Claire. He excels in music trivia, all quiz night at the local pub. He's got his little odd jobs, and he's pretty happy with his life. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, from the other side of the world, Angelina gets in touch with him and wants to see him. So I guess at that point it asks us the questions. It says, what does she want? Does Adam dare to live dangerously? So we're not really sure how Adam's going to choose to go, but this was one book that I thought looked really interesting. The next one is Johanna Lindsey. The book is Marry Me by Sundown. It's by Johanna Lindsey, and the book is basically about Violet makes a drastic decision. This is a girl. She makes a drastic decision when she finds out that her brothers and her father are at the edge of financial ruin. Well, the setting's in the 1880s, and it's in Montana. It seems as though the dad ran away from the ranch to find his own fortune. Well, a lady claiming to be his late partner's daughter turns up wanting to be taken to her father's mine. He's thinking she's a schemer, and that she works for the mining outfit that's trying to buy his land, steal his land, basically. So he says he has no qualms about taking her. He's like, yep, come on. That way he could keep an eye on her, pretty much. And the last sentence we're left with is, well, he underestimates this new thorn on his side. So I'm sure the little girl or the woman's got something up her sleeve for him. The next book that I want to talk about is Phenomena. It is it said it's a secret history of the United States government's investigation into extrasensory perception. This is Annie Jacobson, and the reason I picked it up from the Dollar Tree was because it's true. The stories are true, and that always piques my interest. It involves scientists and physics with top secret clearances. It seems that for the first time, Annie Jacobson tells the story of these radical, controversial programs using declassified documents that have never been seen before, as well as exclusive interviews and access to 50 or more individuals that were involved. Phenomena is an investigation into how far governments will go in the name of national security. National security. The next book that I have is Seeing Red by Sandra Brown. That one looked rather interesting. It says that it's about a bombing that occurs in a Dallas hotel. Major Franklin Trapper became a national icon when he was seen leading a handful of survivors to safety. But he soon just drops out of public eye. Nobody knows what happens to him. And this reporter wants to find out what happened to him. She is willing to use any means necessary to get an exclusive interview with the major, even if she has to speak with the ATF agent John Trapper, which is his son. And then it also tells us that they have nothing to do with each other. So her and his son get together to find out who in the world would want a national hero dead. And with that, I'm assuming we're going to find out a little bit about why him and his dad have nothing to do with each other. Well, just another goodie, another gem that I'm thinking I'm going to like from the Dollar Tree. This one is All Fall Down by Allie Carter. This is about a young girl named Grace whose past has come back to haunt her. She can trust no one. The people around her want to put her in a pretty dress, and she is to flaunt a pretty smile, and she is not to entertain any ugly thoughts she's having, but she has a hard time doing that. She knows there are 3 things that are facts. She's not crazy. Her mother has been murdered, and someday she's going to find out who this killer is, and she's going to make them pay. So that one really sounds pretty interesting. The next one is the one paperback book that I got. It is The Other End of the Line by Andrea Camilleri. This one had very little information on the back of it, so I kind of had to research it and try to find out a little bit more about it. It's about a woman who is found gruesomely murdered. And the reviews mention that it has some humor attached to it, and there's some humor attached to it inside the novel. I'm not really sure how you do that, but I'm sure that, but through reading the reviews of this author, they sound really interesting. He has passed away, but because of the reviews that they did on his other books, I thought this one might be interesting to read also. Well, with that said, these are the ones that I'm going to do. These are there's 6 novels right here that I'm interested in reading from the Dollar Tree. And like I said before, how wrong can you go with $1? So I hope you enjoyed this. And if you guys have any information about any of these authors, or if you've read any of these books, if you could comment below, I'd appreciate it so I can kind of get an idea. Maybe get me more interested a little quicker so I can read a little faster.